Today is the day, everybody. Pretty exciting stuff. Jose and I, we've got our living room back. Yeah, raise the roof, right? So we had this like big baby play area that had like a mat just for the safety of our children and to a big playpen, yeah. And we packed it up today and got rid of it. I don't have any before pictures, but I'm sure you've seen it. So now we have their ball pit over here and all their toys up against the fireplace there. And Luna's just lounging. She's digging it.
Which they're loving because like they can count how many times they've seen that.
Yeah, because before like this couch was over there and then the white chair was there and it was just so cluttered in here. But now, look at that. There's so much more room for activities. It's fabulous. So that's pretty much how we started our day today. Pretty fabulous. Check it out, everybody. How's that? Is that a look or what? Looking pretty rough right now. I hurt myself when I went snowboarding the other day. And I still have this pain like right here in my ribs. I should probably go get an x-ray because it hasn't gone away and it's been, what, 4 days? That is not good. I'm becoming an old man, I guess, right?
So he's wearing a pregnancy belt.
I'm wearing a pregnancy belt. It's quite the look. So today in this video, we're actually going to be discussing some changes that I want to make in the Lego City in regards to the hospital placement and the 1.5 base plates that's open beside the hospital. And I also want to talk about making some changes to the campground. And I think I'm actually going to start making some of those Lego City changes as well. So now we have a problem. There are colorful balls all over our living space because the ball pit is out in the open and the kids just hucking balls everywhere. It's all right. They're having fun, right? Hey, I got all freshened up and I actually took that bandage off because I was reading that if you have a cracked rib, you're actually not supposed to bandage it because it can cause like whatever difficulty with recovery and also with breathing, and it can lead to pneumonia. Good thing I gave it a quick Google. I was only wearing that thing for about 5 minutes. Well, okay, maybe a couple hours, okay? 5 minutes is the new couple hours, I guess. All right, I am ready to go here in the Lego room. First thing I want to do is actually move the hospital. Also, all we're going to hear now when we're downstairs is the bouncing of balls. Do you hear it? Did you notice the placement of my Wampa? He's just hanging out on top of the Grand Emporium. Why not, right? I think that's a great spot for it. So the hospital is right there, and I want to start by moving that. So what I'm going to do is actually take that 1.5 base plate right over there and bring it over here. So I'm essentially going to move the hospital over there to the end of the block. Now the hospital has to be positioned here in the city because it has that ambulance pull-through, and there's no other position in the city which would accommodate that ambulance pull-through because all of my modular buildings are sitting side by side. These rows of modular buildings are 2 by whatever, and it's like that everywhere in the city. Plus I sort of like the hospital there, but I do think I need to combine this green space with the additional 1.5 base plates. And you know what? This is actually fairly easy to do. All I had to do is remove the huge base plate, right? Slide the hospital over, move this road plate, which connects to the pull-through from over there to over here, and then just sort of swap everything up. Move the signage that was on the sidewalk, and then there you go. Straighten out some minifigs, some bicycles, some vehicles, and the change has been made. One thing I will say, though, is that the internet or the Google told me if you have a cracked rib, take it easy with an ice pack. Don't crawl underneath your Lego City and stretch and reach and do awkward movements. It's sort of hurting. I should probably listen to that advice, but I'm excited about these changes. I quite like the position of the hospital there. I think it works. Although when it is back in that like position where we just put it, I think it does a pretty good job of blocking some of those other modular buildings, unfortunately. But I guess you can see those facades that cover up the backside of Diagon Alley. And it opens up these base plates right here. So now I can merge this park. I've got to decide what I'm going to do with those 1.5 base plates. But I think my intention is to make it some sort of park. And if I'm going to make it a park, I may as well merge the two parks because, of course, right here we have the bonsai tree, this little walking path that goes around this pond. Now, I don't think it's going to be your average park. One thing I could do is put this set, which is currently on my shelves over here, and that is the Spring Lantern Festival in that spot because that is 1.5 base plates. The reason I don't want to do that is because if I put it there, I want to have it. Let's just grab it. Oh no, it's not connected. That's risky. Okay, but I want to have it like orientated this way, right? But there's not very much sidewalk there, and the thing is there's train track on the road, like right there. Also, it looks sort of awkward when it's free floating and not pressed up against other stuff, because this actually comes up higher, so you see like this the light gray brick. So it doesn't really look that good when it's placed sort of free floating in a position, right? So I'm not a huge fan of putting that there. I did try it when it was swapped up, like prior to doing these changes, but I just don't think it's going to work there. So I think I'm going to do a blast from the past, and I'm going to build my farmer's market right there, and it's going to connect with this little park. So it's going to be a little park. This trail will follow through and connect to the hospital sidewalk, and we'll put the farmer's market right there. I think that would look super cool, and it sort of makes sense. It keeps this nice and low right here so you can see everything that way, and then it also keeps it low right there so you can see everything this way. So it's nice that we have an open spot right there by the hospital, and also an open spot right here where we have Central Park and all the other modular buildings. Before we continue with that exciting LEGO City project, I just wanted to let you know about an event that I'm going to be hosting on Whatnot. It's taking place on December 30th at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. That's right, one day before New Year's Eve, and then it's 2024. Crazy, hey? But Whatnot is an online marketplace where people like me and you can hang out together, and I've got a bunch of cool stuff that I'm going to be auctioning off, and plus a pretty exciting giveaway. Check it out. Bam! The AT-AT Walker, which commemorates the 40th anniversary of my favorite movie, The Empire Strikes Back. So I'm going to be giving that bad boy away during the stream. In addition to that, I've got a whole bunch of minifigures that I'll be auctioning off. And my Buy It Now store is going to be loaded full of sets and also CMFs. Yeah, so feel free to come on by and check that out and enter in for your chance to win this epic set. If you're not a member of Whatnot, you can also join using my sign up link, which is in the pinned comment and description below. And when you join using that link, it helps the channel and you get a $15 credit, which can be applied to your first order. 2024 is right around the corner, and I cannot wait to see what I'm going to do in this Lego room, or maybe a different Lego room as well. Hey, I appreciate the support. Let's get back to the building. I'm just thinking to myself, I might have a good spot for that Spring Lantern Festival, like available in the city right now. I'm thinking this bad boy right here might look pretty cool. Right here, just outside of the amusement park, across the street from Sesame Street, and right beside the SIT complex, because there's 2 base plates open there. Actually, I think 2.5 even. Sorry, it was actually only 2 base plates. I was just thrown off by this additional space right there. I still need to build some sort of blockade, and maybe I should just copy that nougat wall that's in the back of the amusement park. That would make sense, just sort of keep it consistent. Or maybe the masonry tan wall, which is right over there, blocking that side of the amusement park. And also the viewing windows right there. Yeah, I should probably do it with the tan masonry. But I built this half base plate just really quickly using 2x2 brick and some of those 16x16 green plates. Tiled it off with some of the 2x2 plates and 2x2 tiles. It sort of matches the feel of the Spring Lantern Festival. Not sure what I should do right here in this open space. Come up with something though. I don't think there needs to be another structure there. But I don't think the Spring Lantern Festival looks too bad there, although this is sort of awkward, like this big wall. But now you can see the height difference on the backside of the Spring Lantern Festival. And I guess it actually looks pretty decent over there. It's sort of random, but hey, it's better in the city than on the shelf behind me, right? For sure. Hey, I'm sorry to keep going on about this, but like me using my left arm to crawl underneath the table, like putting any weight on my left arm is like hurting, man. Even holding this camera with my left hand, it's hurting. It's not good. And you know what that was from? If you guys watched my snowboard vlog video where I went to the brick van also, it's from when I ate it on the green run going down to the car when I was trying to save my pizza. And I hit like this giant chunk of ice like out of nowhere. I'm just going, minding my own business, enjoying the view. Do. Boom! I hit this chunk of ice and just boom! Like just ate it right on my like chest. And I think why it hurt me so much is because I wasn't expecting it whatsoever. It was just so random. Like all of a sudden, boom! I hit this huge like bump with my snowboard and I just boom! And just smashed my rib cage. The other day, like I had like the spot up here was hurting and the spot down here was hurting, but today it's just up here and it seems to be getting progressively worse. So it's a little bit of a concern. It's sort of weird because I'm actually filming this video on December 20, what day is it today? 23rd. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to build some farmers market stalls. I think that would be pretty cool. But maybe I'll save that for another day. I sort of want to have a look at the campground as well. Actually, you know what? I decided let's build some farmers market stalls. Why not? I've been putting this project on hold for too long. So yeah, here's the stalls. I built them all the same, like their base structure all the same, but each one offers different goods. So I used some arches, the 1x6 arches, then I put the 1x2 jumpers on top so that we could put the wood slats on top of those. Then there's some supports that are built using 1x1 brick, and they're either based on a brick or a tile. This one here features antique goods. So you got like a ship wheel, a shield, there's an old oxygen tank, there's a few crates there, a lantern on the back, and also a telescope. This one here features handcrafted fashion goods. So we've got some handmade bags, a brush, a backpack back there, and also a scarf. This one offers fresh farmers market fruit and vegetables. So we've got some bananas, apples, pineapple, some corn. There's also some grapes growing on a vine there. And then around back there is a pumpkin, a couple cherries, and some more grapes as well. This one features handmade kitchen items. So cups and goblets, frying pans, a teapot. And then this one here is handcrafted just tools. So we've got some brooms, a fishing net, an oar, crowbar, barrel, another broom. And it's pretty cool the way that all of the items are actually attached. They're just attached using different types of connector elements, such as that crowbar there. And then we've got the mug out front there, which is connected using one of those 1x1 bricks with the forward-facing clip. Then some of those modified pieces that attach to those like stem elements, right? They have like the circular 1x1 on the end and that little pole that can go into a snot brick. And then we've got some of these modified 1x1 bricks there. And I put some of the studs with the hole on the top just to lock those pieces in place. And then once again, some more of those elements there as well. And a snot brick with a Technic pin to mount that shield. So yeah, pretty cool little farmer's market mix here. So that's 5 stalls that I was able to create with the parts from my inventory. Unfortunately, I am out of the reddish brown arches, and I don't really want to make different colors of stalls. I think the different elements in the stalls sort of give them color, and I want to make it look consistent. And my theory is well, these stalls are going to sit there during the day, right? They'll be full of stuff, and people will be buzzing around and buying this stuff. And then at night, the vendors pack their stuff away, and the stalls sit there empty, so they don't really need roofs. Didn't really want to add roofs or enclose the sides, just because I wanted to see the goods inside the farmers market stalls. So as I mentioned, it's December 23rd today, and me being me, I haven't wrapped my Christmas gifts yet. Seriously, like I've got to wrap Jose's Christmas gifts. That's not good. She's been waiting to see those underneath the tree for quite some time. They're stowed away in this furnace room here. They're all all in this bag. Ooh, why did I just do that? That was ridiculous. But I should probably wrap all that stuff. That probably would be smart. Prioritize that over building Lego. Yeah. What can I say, everybody? I'm a wrapping master. Check out this wrapping paper I got from Costco. It was fancy double-sided wrapping paper. Ooh, wow. Hey, not bad at all. I think I cheated on one, though. I literally just put one of her presents in one of the shopping bags. Probably not the best move, but look at that. It's a big old beaver on there. Doesn't get any more Canadian than that, that's for sure. So I decided, you know what? I need to stop procrastinating. I know it's approaching Christmas, Jordan, and maybe you could just chill out, but why not get that done? I think it's going to look fabulous, right? So I pulled the plate, I placed the farmer market stalls, and I also tiled the path. And check it out. I think it's pretty cool, right? Got them at that interesting angle, and this pathway just sort of weaves between the different stalls and will lead right up to the hospital. Yeah. Now all it needs is some trees, right? And bushes and greenery. I decided to keep this color of plate just because whatever, it was already built, and I actually think it does look pretty vibrant. And now we're actually going to head over to the campground because I'm actually going to snag some trees from there for that build, because like I've been mentioning, I want to make some changes to that area as well. In my last Lego room full tour, to sort of wrap it up 2023, I was talking about the campground and saying that, hey, maybe I need to make some changes over here because there's not really any custom structures. And I think that custom structure is probably going to go right back here. So I'm actually going to remove this Lego Creator 3-in-1 set. And then I'm also going to remove all of these trees and probably that pole-in. And my plan is to build some sort of custom cabin right there. Wouldn't that be cool? Because, I mean, we've got lots of campsites, right? Like you can pull in with your RV there. You can pop a tent over here. So maybe I need to reduce the amount of sort of replication in the campground with all the trees and everything. And I need to build something custom. And I think that custom thing is going to be a cabin right back there. Now, I don't know if I want to start tearing this apart today because I love it so much. It's going to be so hard to do. Oh, man. But I think I could pull some of these trees. Maybe not like the massively tall ones. I guess we can try one of those. And some of these saplings. And just sort of start clearing this area. Maybe this like stump here too. Some of these saplings. Some of these bushes. And we can use them in that farmer's market. And I can start to clear that area for the cabin that I want to build. So Jose and I were so excited to get our living room back, but check out what has no more balls in it. The ball pit doesn't have any balls in it. Guess where all the balls are? Everywhere. Oh my gosh. But you know what? We're still enjoying the extra space. Nice stretch, though. So I actually decided to clear out this entire space in the campground, and I think it's going to be perfect for a cabin. I'll have to go in here and rip out that dirt road. Oh, I love that dirt road so much because it's actually like embedded in the plates. You see how the green plate like goes one plate higher than it? Yeah, it's just so cool. It's just like so authentic. I love that. But it's probably going to have to get ripped out because it makes no sense unless I just plate over top of that and then put my log cabin on top. But I'd imagine when I go ahead and build that, I'm going to have to extract that plate and this plate and this plate. You can see how they're all separate, and that plate. So what about the farmer's market? Well, guess what, everybody? I got it done, and it's looking so good. So let's have a look at it, and then we'll place it in the Lego City. I love this POV shot of the farmer's market right here. Isn't that cool? So I added trees, bushes, leaf elements, all sorts of greenery, and also minifigures. And I put some employees working in their stalls there, or owners, I should say, business owners. There's a farmer working the vegetable and fruit booth. And then right here, there's a lady who's all about her fashion and her handbags, right? This one right here, this gentleman is sort of hard to get in there and see. There we go. That gentleman is a blacksmith looking fellow almost, right? And then over here, you got a gentleman in his coveralls selling crowbars and all his handmade brooms and cast iron pans and such. And then the specialist over here who like blows glass and does pottery and all that in like some coveralls that are covered in paint. And then of course you can see all the customers walking through. Some are making purchases. They have their $100 bills in their hands, right? Or they're looking at the gems in the crate or the handbags. And there's a doctor who's making his way to the hospital right there. And then if you really have a close look, you're actually going to see some critters around the farmer's market as well. And there it is, placed in the Lego City. I really like the way that it ties together with this base plate here. Looks like she's going for a swim. Oops. But yeah, I really like the way that it ties together with that plate. And now we have another green space in the city. And I've been meaning to make a farmer's market for a long, long time. So look at that. Another project that I was able to finish this year in 2023. We did this skyscraper on the right side of the screen. I built this hospital this year. Also, this park plate, that park plate. Just so many things were accomplished this year, and I'm glad that I was able to finish the farmer's market as well. And I think it looks really good. This adds a nice detail over here with lots of stories being told in the Lego City. And I can't wait to build the cabin over there. I've got a bunch of the modified 1x4 and 1x2 brown bricks, and I think I'm going to do that, or use those to build that, but I'm actually going to use them on their side. I'm really excited to experiment with building a custom cabin. I've built a custom cabin before. It's right back there on the airstrip, but I'm excited about trying a different style of custom cabin. Yeah, everybody, that was a great day. Thank you so much for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed my vlog here. Remember to check out that stream that I presented in the middle of the video. Also, all the details for that are in the pinned comment and description below. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Remember to have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you next time. Farewell.